Hello my dear students of class 8th. I am Lokesh Sharma going to deliver the next chapter in Honeydew named as Tsunami, the Tsunami. Before going on, let me tell you what the tsunami is. Actually, tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by the earthquake or quaking of the earth under the sea called tsunami. Such a tsunami or such a calamity hit several countries on 26 December 2004. The worst affected areas or the countries were Thailand and parts of India such as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Tamil Nadu coast. In this tsunami, some 150,000 people died and the animals supposed to be dying in a very few number. It can be assumed that these animals have sixth sense. These animals might have guessed the occurrence of tsunami. That's why they ran to the safer and higher place. But more than 150,000 people died in tsunami. Now let's talk about the different characters. Actually, this lesson is full of the zeal, full of courage, or the intelligence showed by different persons during tsunami. Let's first talk about the person named as Ignatius. Actually, this person was working as a manager in some cooperative society in Catcall. He lost his two children, his wife and his father-in-law. But he was able to save the lives of three children when the tsunami hit. Actually, he was there with the children and he could save them. And the character or the person was a policeman named as Sanjeev. He also managed to save himself, his daughter and his wife. He then jumped into the water to rescue his cook's wife, but they both were swept away. They both were hit by the waves. Next character or the characters are Meghna and Almaz. Meghna's and Almaz's family was washed away by the tsunami. Meghna kept on floating in the sea for several days. She kept on floating on the wooden door, and for 2 days, and later on the sea wave took her close to the shore or left at the shore. In the same manner, Alma was also swept away by the tsunami, and she was also as courageous as Meghna, and she caught hold of the log of the wood, and she also kept on floating in the sea waves. And later on, when she woke, she found herself in the hospital. Well, Alma doesn't talk about the incident to anyone. She was in daze. Well, even the rescue helicopters could not see them, and thus they both were helpless but were able to save their lives. Well, one incident is from Thailand. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was celebrating the Christmas Eve with her family at a beach resort, was able to save the lives of several people who came to enjoy there. Actually, they were tourists, and she was able to save their lives because she had read about it, or she had seen such a video in her class of tsunami, and that's why she was able to save the life of the tourist who had gathered on the seashore. They thanked her as she had led them away from the beach, and her geography lesson that they warned her of the tsunami wave. Both tsunami, or before tsunami, actually occurred or appeared in India as well as Sri Lanka. The domestic animals as well as the wild ones, they guessed the appearance of tsunami and they ran to the safer and higher places, and the elephants ran for higher places to save their lives, and the dogs, the domestic dogs, or the dogs tamed by the persons, they refused to go outdoors. Even the birds could not keep themselves away, and they also abandoned their low-lying breeding areas. They all seemed to know what was going to happen. That's why they all were able to save their lives from tsunami. Well, it is believed that these animals have or possess a sixth sense. They know about the incident beforehand. That's why they are able to save their lives from such calamities or catastrophes. But the man perhaps does not get such a warning or such a pre-information about such calamities, and that's why the men had to lose their lives. So this was all about the chapter, the tsunami. I think you might have understood the extract of this chapter. Thank you. Well, you have to go through the lesson in detail at home, and later on, if you can, you have to attempt all the question answers too. Thank you.